Imagine a fantasy world where there are no shining knights or chosen saviors. Instead, you have gritty mercenaries, caught in the chaos of war, just trying to survive. That's The Black Company by Glen Cook, the fantasy novel that broke all the rules back in 1984 and practically invented the grimdark genre. This isn't your typical epic where good triumphs over evil. No, this is messy, brutal and morally grey, and it's all told through the eyes of Croker, the company's medic and analyst. So, why has this book inspired authors like George R.R. Martin and Joe Abercrombie, and what makes it feel more like a real war story than a fantasy epic? Let's dive in. The story throws you right into the thick of it. The Black Company, an elite mercenary group, starts off working for the Syndic of Beryl. But soon, they find themselves serving the Lady, a sorceress, as terrifying as she is enigmatic. Imagine her as the wife of Sauron, if you like. But here's the kicker. They don't follow her because she's good or because they believe in her cause. No, they're just trying to stay alive in a world where loyalty is rare and survival trumps morality. This isn't about noble quests or grand victories, it's about doing the job, dealing with shifting alliances and making hard choices in a world where nothing is black and white. And thanks to Croker's dry, no-nonsense narration, it all feels raw, grounded and utterly believable. You're not reading a fantasy, you're living through the fog of war, where every battle is chaotic and every choice feels like a gamble. At the heart of the Black Company is its moral complexity. Croker struggles with his role, questioning the company's actions and their service to the Lady. He's not a hero, he's a survivor, and that makes his perspective all the more relatable. Then there's the Lady and her 10 who were taken undead sorcerers who are as creepy as they are powerful. They're not just villains, they're forces of nature, pulling the Black Company into conflicts far beyond their control. But what really hits you are the visceral moments. The battles are chaotic, brutal and unpredictable. Alliances shift like sand underfoot, and Croker's limited knowledge only adds to the tension, creating the fog of war we earlier spoke of. It feels just as disorienting and impactful as a real war story. This isn't a story of triumph, it's a story of endurance, and that's what makes it unforgettable. By the end, you're left with a story that doesn't wrap things up neatly. There are no grand conclusions, no heroes riding off into the sunset. Instead, you're left with scars, for the characters and for yourself. The camaraderie within the Black Company is the only constant. They bicker, joke and mourn together, reminding us that even in the darkest times, it's those human connections that keep us going. It's grim, it's raw, but it's also surprisingly real. So why should you read The Black Company? Because it's not just another fantasy novel, it's the book that redefined the genre. Without Glen Cook, there's no Game of Thrones, no First Law trilogy. Cook's no-frills prose, morally grey characters, and chaotic battles laid the foundation for everything we now call grimdark. Of course, I am exaggerating, but only slightly. If you're tired of clichés and want a story that feels like a war memoir disguised as fantasy, this is the book for you. So tell me, have you read The Black Company? And if you have, what's your favourite moment? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the worlds of fantasy and fiction.